So I have a question for you, senior. So coming off your personality, I was looking through your bio. Don't really know what it means, but I know what the first means. But it said that you were the first female watch officer. Can you talk to us about that? Like, what was your experience like? Because you seem like you have a personality that was like roll out the red carpet, like y'all not gonna try me in here, or were you more humble and were you like, did you have any challenges with that being the first,
Okay,
or did you
so
want them to know you the first?
that too. The submarine community, when I was part of the submarine community, that's when they really had no women. So they was just trying to transition women, not on subs, but on within the norm of shore duties. So I was at Comsublant and on the watch floor being a communication person. They gave me orders to Comsublant, where I became one of the first female watch officers, actually one of the first female watch standers, and being senior leadership. Of course, they put me in watch stander position. The very first set of quarters that I had all these males, all submariners, had 1, 2, 3, 4 black males, rest whites, and this one female standing in front of them. And they looking like, what do I say? How is this going to play out? How is this going to pan out? So we standing in the hallway having morning quarters before we take over the watch. And I said, good morning, fellas. It's 2 things you need to know about me. I'm a seagoing sailor, so that means I take no shit and I have no time to play no games. And they was like, whoa. I said, so I told them, I said, I say that to say this. I understand this is going to be a learning curve for you guys, just like it is for me. So some of the stuff that may come out of my mouth is going to shock you because I've spent a lot of time at sea with male sailors. Submariners had never spent no time with women because it's just all males. So it was a learning curve for both of us. As a matter of fact, one of my Navy sons that was a submariner that I brought up in the Navy, he worked for me. He came off the Mendare Rivers. He's the CMC on the Sandjack. Freddie B. So he always called me, Mom, I need some insight. Mom, I need some advice. So I got quite a few Navy sons still left in the Navy. One of them, a damn pain in the ass, but for the most part. Awesome. So I had to learn submariners were communication, but what I enjoyed was I was humble enough to allow them to teach me. So although I was the watch officer, I'm going to stand, okay, I'm going over here and work statistics. I'm going over here and work broadcast. I'm coming over here and work, as a regular watch stander because I had to learn their means of communications in order to be a part of their team. And I learned a lot about the sub community. It's a whole different ball game, but I learned a lot. Wow. So it was a great experience for me.
It seems like they were very welcoming then to you. Like you didn't have any friction. They kind of welcomed you with open arms.
Once they realized that I was down to earth and I wasn't there to shut them down or make them behave any way outside of their norm. Once they realized that, everything was fine.